welcome to another video from Review City by myself, Sammy. In this video we're going to be doing a little hack if your iDrive controller on your BMW has stopped working. So before I got to this hack, first thing I did was I followed a couple of other YouTube videos that showed you how to clean the board and make the controller work again. So I did do that and it did work fantastically, but it was only for about 3 maybe 5 weeks before it all went wrong again. So upon some research I found that after a clean it only does last a little while. For some people it's a couple of weeks, for others it can go on for a lot longer, but eventually the iDrive controller will die again. So what I have is the rarer than rare unicorn of the 10-pin version of the iDrive, which you can see that usually sits at the bottom just there, and it was superseded by the 4-pin. So with it being rare, obviously the part shops, all the auction sites, they know this, and they're charging upwards of 200 to 300 UK pounds, which is the equivalent of a few $100s or a few €100. So what we're going to be doing is trying to get your iDrive working again with a cost of somewhere closer to 30 to 50 pounds, depending on where you can source your part from. So what we're going to be needing is the old 10-pin, which we're going to be dismantling just to take out the board, and the new 4-pin, which I'll be showing you what we're going to be doing now, with the new iDrive 4-pin as well. So first of all, quick disclaimer is I've done all of this already. So I've done this, I've had this set up for about 6 weeks now, so I know it all works fine. And I'm just showing you around now where all the clips are, and then we've got 4 T8 screws, we've got a 5.5 nut that we're going to be taking out, and then the 4 T5 screws around the 4 corners as well. So as we're removing this, you'll notice the board is already being taken out. So I'm just showing you these steps now, just so you are able to complete this yourself. There's a couple of other more detailed YouTube videos that guide you through the dismantling process step by step, so I'm going to show it to you quite quickly. So to remove the clips on the side, I usually use my nails and just a bit of force, just so I can get all 3 clips together, but you might find it easier to do it with a flathead screwdriver. So this screw bit is for the 4 smaller screws. I do believe that was a T5, which is not always included in all the tool sets, so I'm using my little Xiaomi Wow stick, which by the way I've got a review for on the channel, so please do have a look at that. It's a great little gadget to have around the house. So while I'm dismantling the iDrive, I'll just go through exactly why we're doing it. So the only part we need from the board, from the 10-pin iDrive controller, is the 2 boards. So the reason why I'm only taking out the board is just for the amount of room. So what we're basically going to be doing is connecting both the 10-pin iDrive and the new 4-pin iDrive together, but it will be a very clunky fix if we shove the whole iDrive 10-pin fully assembled underneath the plastic trim, and it might cause some vibrations as well, so we want it to be as light as possible. So once we remove the nut on the board, you can just pry out the metal holding with a little flathead screwdriver or whatever you have around you. So because this is a post-fix video, I've already moved the board, so right after this plastic bit there should be a board there that sits on top, and you just literally take it off by lifting it, and once we take these clips off the top, the knob will come out and it will reveal the second board. So once we remove both the boards, we're just going to be leaving all the parts and connecting the 2 boards back together and going back to the car.
Okay, so in the car, it's very simple to actually pull apart. Excuse the mess. So all you're doing, picking this little part off, it just comes off. There. and you're basically just prying this bit off. So I've got a plastic prying tool, so all we're doing is these a few clips try taking that off. That's it. And if you can put your fingers in, it's just a couple of clips. Be careful of the screw. I will take that off at this point. So it's just a T20 screw. So we'll just place it on the sides. And what you want to do is, you can see the clips just on the side over here. So there's one just at the end, just over here. There's another one just by the ashtray, and a third, I believe, just by the iDrive. And it's not symmetrical on the other side, sorry. So there's the screw at the end over here, another clip just in between the selectors and the parking, and another one just beside this traction control off button, and another one just over here as well. So if you wanted to know, once you're taking that off, there is a couple of clips. Let me see if I can now. So a couple of clips. So you want to just take this one off, and the white clip just over here off. You've got another connector as well for the ashtray, and a connector that connects to the old iDrive system as well. So I've already done my conversion here, but because I saw nothing online, I just wanted to show you how it looks like. Okay, so I have propped her open with this. So this is what I have done. So I've taken this cable from a 4-pin from a computer cable. It's from the 4-pin power cables from the computer, and that's connected straight onto the iDrive. If I take that off, you can see I've just hacked it off, and if you can find a plug that will just slot in, you can just put that in. It screws the messy electrical tape. I do plan to clean this up with a bit of solder. So what happens is, so this is your 10-pin plug that connects up to your iDrive. So you can see on the 10-pin plug, from the 10-pin there's 6 wires. On the 6 wires, you only need 4 of them to connect to the new style iDrive. These other 2 wires over here is actually for the auto hold button and this parking, and this parking sensor button over here. So what you can do is take these 2 wires, splice them, and connect it to the CAN lines which lie behind the glove box. Or the other option is, so what I've done is I've basically taken off the board. So this is the board. I've just taped up the 2 sides together, and I've connected this whole 6-pin in. So we're basically powering up both the old board and the new board. So you can save yourself about £200 doing that. What we've got here is I've spliced these 4 wires here. So the orange, the brown, the green, and orange and the green wires, and behind here I've spliced them all, and I've connected it up to these 4 wires. These because the wire was a little too short for me to hide this, I've added another connector under here, which I've all soldered together over here as well. So that's what's happening under here, to make sure that that doesn't happen over here. I just tried tidying up the cables with a bit more electrical tape, because they were just splitting apart as they were going down, and it's connecting straight up into here. And then all you're doing is put it together. So I've basically taken this and I've tucked it in a space down here, so there's lots of room. So I've just tucked it underneath here, and basically powering both iDrives. So as you can see now, everything runs as it's supposed to. Select button works again, and more importantly the parking sensor works again, and the auto hold function. I'm parked up so it won't turn on, but the auto hold function does start working again. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you got any questions, let me know. The setup is it's a pretty simple job, nothing expensive. You can either spend about £400 for this brand new, or I believe it's about £200 on eBay. Once in a while you can find a bargain for about £100-150. But otherwise you can spend anything between £20 and £50 for one of the newer versions. As you can see, literally no difference in the buttons whatsoever. Feels exactly the same, does the same job. Overall I would say it's a complete success. So thank you very much.
Okay, some bonus footage. Thank you very much for watching through the video. If you do not care at all about the parking button, what you can do, as you saw in the middle of the video, where I cut off the plastic trim around the 4-pin on the newer iDrive, you can actually get your 10-pin adapter and just connect it straight onto those 4 pins. Just make note of the picture and which side or which way around the pin should, the connector should go in. So all you will lose is the parking distance controller button. Otherwise the iDrive works perfectly, all the functions work. I just really wanted the parking sensor button to work as well, because I don't really like anything broken in my car. If you've got any questions at all, just drop a comment down below. I'll try to reply as quick as I can. But thank you very much for watching. If you did find any of what you saw in the video useful, a like on the video and a subscribe would be very much appreciated. Thank you. Bye.